Hello and welcome to a very special episode of MHP Gaming. I'm Hawk.
I'm AJ.
And today, let's get my catchphrase out of the way first. Thank you for joining the party. Let's go on an adventure. So today, we are celebrating our 1-year anniversary as a YouTube channel. And as a thank you, I am going to do something that I never thought I would do. We are going to put up a game today that you have never played. In fact, you have likely never even heard of. This game has only existed amongst a small group of people, the inner circle of our friends and family, if you will.
I figured it out.
Yep, I figured you would. That's right. Today, we are going to make her play Amanda's Quest. You had to know this was going to happen someday.
Yeah, I figured as much.
So, this game here is a game I created a good number of years back for my wife AJ for her birthday or Christmas, or I can't remember. It might have been 2 different holidays or something.
You made it for over the course of like several years.
All right, I spent several years on it, but it was like supposed to be for a birthday or something. But yeah, this is It is not a very well-polished game. It is not a perfect game. It is not without its flaws. So please be gentle in your criticism of it, because any criticism you have is likely right.
Yep.
So, while not being perfect, this game was inspired by various games and anime and whatnot that we have seen and, what's the word, that we have partaken in over the years.
We've enjoyed.
Yep.
Partaken. Who says partaken?
Me. I'm a fancy man. So... It also includes some of our friends, some of which are less friends now than they used to be, some of which are far better friends. So I suppose we should stop the lip service and let them see my crappy old game that I made.
I forget. Was this one a WASD?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, it might have been a WASD. I think it might have been arrow keys. Maybe it's WASD.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah. Oh, I guess I just didn't arrow hard enough.
You have to arrow hard to play this
Arrow
game.
harder.
In an age of heroes and monsters, anything is possible. Where magic and steel decide fate, what matters is what you fight for.
Cheesy.
As cheesy as I could make it, thank you. Our story begins in the home of the most decorated of all warriors. His quests across the land are the basis of most legends, and creatures of the night fear his blade. His name is Joe. Like all adventures, his eventually came to an end. He settled a plot of land and used the earnings from his quest to make a modest home.
You could have gone with Hawk. I forgot. He's so epic. His name is Joe.
Yes!
The most average name on the planet.
So, yeah, it was likely to be the name of a hero if it's a common name. He fell in love with a young woman and soon wed her.
She ain't so young anymore. She's older and fatter and has had kids.
Many years have passed since these events. Of course, these are only a prelude of things to come. The true adventure is about to begin. What's that? No. You misunderstand me. This story doesn't start Joe. This story is about his wife, Amanda. Well, maybe it would be best if we just set you where the fun started. So, how do you like this? A game you cannot possibly voice act incorrectly.
You know, I was gonna say, it's generally not good writing form anymore to have prologues.
Alright, well, a decade ago it might have been.
They were pretty much going out of fashion.
Well, either way, this was originally just for us, so who gives a damn?
Where's Joe? I'm finally free. Oh no, that wasn't a dream. I have to save him. She jumps to conclusions faster than I do.
Meh.
I should see if anyone saw where he was taken. Nope, this is arrow key. This must be how they left the room. Chrono, the Tokay Gecko's hide. Aw, our lizards were in this. We don't have them anymore.
Yeah, we don't have any of these pets anymore.
Was that a hint?
What, are you going to read it?
Oh, some snakes use venom. If I was to put some on a blade, it would poison when I struck. Oh, snake strike, that's right. Joe's boots. The boots of Artemis. Too bad they don't fit me. And they stink.
Show me worn shoes that don't.
A note! Amanda, I'm going to be gone a while. I couldn't keep from being taken, but I'll escape and make my way home. That's just like him, always with a plan. Wait a second, if he was taken, when could he write a note? It's a fake. It's supposed to make sure no one looks for him. I'd better start looking for a way to follow them. We all know I'm not that smart. Joe's blade storage. If only I had the key. They're right there. Joe's first sword, which has slain over 1,000 slimes. I won this clock at the festival raffle. I never win shit at raffles. That's a lie. I'm pretty good looking. That's also a lie. This game lies.
Well, I made the game, and I think you're good looking. One note we should probably throw up there. This game has been passed over several computers over the years, so it's very likely that we may run into some minor graphical issues or find something that hasn't been passed along with it.
Jesus Christ, how many save files do I have on this?
I did a lot of testing. Feel free to save over one of those top ones there if it helps.
Yeah.
Yeah, so something might not have survived one of the transfers, so we might run into some minor errors as we go on. We'll do our best to either edit them out or maybe we'll find ways to fix them, but just please bear with us.
P.S. When it comes to the reptiles, most passed away of old age.
In fact, I think almost all did.
We had them for many years. Again, we've been together for a long time, so. Joe's practice dummy. He says he doesn't want his skills to dull. Other things, on the other hand, needs practice. A dull-weighted sword, only for practice. And here, he smiths his own blades. There's a okay, here. Why is there a quenching tank next to books?
I don't know. You're probably the one who bought it.
Who fucking designed this house? What the...
Our guest room. You know, you're supposed to be reading stuff.
Yeah, I know. This game uses a unique party building system. As you progress further into the world, you will unlock characters for use. They will be recruitable from the same point you found them after dismissal. However, the only point from which you may dismiss your party is this room. In order to make your ideal party, you are encouraged to press further into the game and become stronger and find shortcuts to hasten your travel.
Yeah, it's a little cheesy now, but back in the day, I thought that was a really good idea.
Well, I mean, I've seen similar things done in games.
Also, there are books on that shelf you can read.
Yeah, I guess. The Chronicle of Joe. It's a
badass name, thank you.
It's an autobiography written by my husband. He needs to do a modesty abridged version. I'll skip the boring parts.
The end.
Alright.
Among the treasures I've collected and monsters I've slain, I don't feel that this is the focus of my travels. I met the greatest friends of my life on my journey. Ben was the victim of an accident when he was younger. The only way to save him was very experimental technology from across the ocean. The timing was important, as there are no practitioners of said technology on our hemisphere. The lack of said tech prevents us from visiting them. Ben has learned much of said tech as anyone on our continent by tinkering on his lives in his spare time. Tinkering? What the hell is that? By doing so, he managed to convert some of his tech into battle-capable weaponry. On a side note, we gave him the nickname Cyben. Sean was a master mage. Throughout our travels, he found and crafted many spells. He loved a challenge, though, and every time he left on a new adventure, he wiped the slate clean. He took the bare minimum and gathered the rest.
That sounds like a Sean thing to do.
It sure does. Then there was Ben's brother Luke, the only one on our team who could deal more straight damage than me. He was a tank that could take as good as he could give.
Oh, and then he had kids.
Too soon.
Love you, Luke.
Although I find it worth mentioning that through creative equipment management and elemental skill usage, I often dealt more damage.
Uh-huh.
I often think back to the final foe we faced before I met Amanda and the party disbanded. I've heard rumors as years go on that he still hasn't given up his ways. I often wonder if I should have finished him off that day.
Probably. Is it the same book?
No.
No, there's many different books.
There's more than one.
Oh.
Amanda's abilities are unique in the fact that she learns them from her pets by earning levels.
I haven't played this game in a long-ass time, guys, okay?
Return often to collect your skills. Pro tip, return at level 3 for a helpful skill. That was all the books. I'll save you the trouble.
I still need to invent a game on this.
I'm almost scared to see a game you would make.
Done. You never know where you'll find a hot roast beef sandwich that leads to a boss fight. What did I do down here?
Oh.
I forget. There's something that went on down here.
I think there's one item in the upper right corner in one of those barrels or something. And once you can find a pet later or something that'll be down here. There it is. Knew it was here somewhere.
Alright, guess that's good for my house.
Works for me.
You've got mail. Cool, let's see what's new today. Forgot about that. Make your penis up to 3 inches long in just 2 weeks. 5 letters and they're all the same. Sounds like my email.
Oh, I forgot all the fun things that I put around this around the cities.
I remember some of them, but I forgot that. Okay.
Me too, actually.
So Amanda's quest is not for kids. Hail and well met, Lady Amanda.
My voice is deep. Call me Grenda.
Grenda grew up. Things have gotten a lot more exciting since they've started logging south of here. They even built a bridge across the southern channel to help shipping the wood. No, they would float the wood down the channel.
They don't need it down the channel, they need it across it.
The dev of this game does not know how logging works. I have news. Hair of dog. Let's listen to the television. The crazy old lady. I can't stand her. Why did I come here? The message is not quite what it seems. The strands of fate will come together to form an awkward tapestry. What was that? The handheld rainbow leaks into dew in the sky part near where the plants grew. Just insanity.
That crazy old woman.
But she was right. I dig her music.
It's true. It was nice when they put television on frogs. Frogs were quite useless before that.
Alright, I was already in here.
I don't think you were.
Oh, that was. It was an exciting storm the other day. Wasn't it like last night?
Yes. You can go on through the day and then into the night.
Fair enough. The chest is locked. Sorry, I have an itch on my back.
Allow me.
It's dry skin season, okay? Bite me. Ooh, tomatoes.
You stole a potion. Good for you. Are you proud of yourself? Someone worked hard for that. A merchant who has a family. A family I'm sure that would have enjoyed the 40G that that potion would have bought them.
It was overpriced.
Maybe a toy for the kid. Perhaps a flower for the wife.
Just one.
Just a single flower. They're expensive. But no, you don't care, do you? All you think about is yourself.
I'm sorry. It's just that I...
No. You know what? There was an insanely powerful weapon in the final dungeon, but not anymore. I'm gonna write it out of existence. Happy now? People like you make me sick.
Good times.
I think some wood had an event in it as well. Giggity.
That's eventful wood.
Ah, yes, my old nickname.
Out of mana!
Healer down!
How do I escape out?
Escape.
Oh, right.
How do I escape? Escape.
Sorry, you know. Let's see what else. Ooh, weapon shop. I have no money. Do all you shopkeepers look the same?
Maybe.
I'm an NPC. Way to go. Kids and their games. So why do we have a shop for both weapons and armor?
That's how they did it back in the day.
I think that's about everything.
I think some wood had an event. Maybe the well did too. Or that signpost.
Cheese.
Hero abducted from home during freak storm. Locals observe creature flying into the south with hero in claws.
He always wanted to fly. I finished my cocoa.
You found a well!
Yippee. You know what would have been funny is you found a well! Well. I seriously kind of want to make... I like doing shit with my characters. It'd be kind of fun to make a RPG game.
You know, I'd be amused to see that. Alright, maybe the wood thing is in another town. Whatever.
It could be kind of fun.
I'd play it.
Lines. Ah!
Don't forget, this game doesn't wait for you. Of course, you ran into a really tough battle right out the gate.
That's my style. So what kind of weapons and fights can you make in this game? Like in RPG Maker?
You should definitely head back and heal.
Oh, right. I can't use on the...
Can't use what?
I was gonna use an item, but eh.
You're right next to the town and you just got your ass whooped.
Do I heal my house again?
Yeah, you go upstairs and sleep. Technically, you can kind of make anything you want as long as you're willing to put in the effort to create graphics for it if they don't already exist.
What about shooting?
I'm pretty sure they've had that in here. If not, probably one of the more recent RPG makers.
Yeah.
I think I have, what was it, MV or something on Steam? Yeah, it'd probably be better to start you on a more modern one. They probably have a UI in that a lot more streamlined and a lot more resources in it.
Yeah. Might be fun to make a fun little quest with some characters from my book.
Or if anything, you know, you just say they have a gun equipped and then, like, put a punching animation on it and it would be like, proof.
No, I like guns.
Well, I didn't... It would still be a gun, it's just, like, sometimes you have to get creative with animations when you're choosing them if you go a little too far inside the box.
We'll look at it someday.
Mm-hmm.
I'll try and think of a fun little quest I can use for my characters for. Can you make, like, any size party, or are you just limited to 3?
I think you're limited to 4, but some different RPG makers might let you change that around. I haven't used any of the more recent ones.
Now, if I'm right here by town and there's some tough fights, I may as well just kind of do a little bit of leveling.
True enough. Although I think there is some free healing inside that cave if you can make it there. Savey.
I wish my hair was blue.
Well, now you can, with products.
I don't know. What would you think if I dyed my hair blue?
I'd be cool with it.
People would think I was an SJW.
I'm clearing a path. Some demon woman caused a landslide during the storm. I should be finished working soon, but if you can't wait, there's a way through the cave back there. Stakes. We built this area as a base for our lumber operation. Not long after, we found that the mountain on these ridges were a great source of minerals, so we turned this into a dual operation. We kept on digging and cutting until we came through the other side. That turned out to be worse than we thought. We kept an eye on this side, but didn't think to watch the other. Next thing we know, monsters start coming through through the other side and make a nest in the cave.
Damn it.
You can get through to the other side of the pass through here, but you'll have to deal with the monster. Good luck! Why doesn't anyone else do the cooking around here?
Because you're good at it.
Aw, that's a sweet thing to say.
Do I want to pass through here or no?
I would definitely wait until level 3 and then you can get that skill.
Yeah. Probably right. Like I said, it's been a long time since I've last played this. I want it!
Not now. Later. Drat, I was planning on heading home, but I hear some monster chick took out the bridge this morning after the storm. They sent word from across the bridge it might be a while.
How the fuck am I supposed to get through?
Huh, I guess you're just gonna have to figure out a way around.
Guess I'm just gonna have to level up and go through the mountain.
Perhaps. I think you can use the spacebar if it makes it easier.
Oh, that would. Yeah, there we go. Wonder if I could have done that into the moon.
They didn't really have fights into the moon.
No, but I mean using the spacebar and the arrow.
Yeah, perhaps.
I guess maybe I was supposed to click shit.
Yeah, that's why sometimes you get creative when you're working on a game.
Yeah, I don't know. If more recent versions have WASD, that'd be so much better.
I'm certain they have different ways to make things work.
Yeah, I'll have to come up with something.
Yeah, come up with an idea. I'll help you make it.
Right? Just some silly little quest game that could be played in like an hour or two. I forget, how long is this game?
This, I think it's generally about 20 hours.
Jesus.
What, too long?
You and your...
I was going for an old school feel, thank you. Because that's what we grew up on.
I know. I'm just lazy.
Trust me, I know. Man, I'm surprised you haven't leveled up or anything by now. One more fight ought to do it.
Yeah, well, you know, you said you didn't want this game to be easy.
Not too easy. If you know what you're doing, it's not that hard. Yeah, if you made the game, then it's not that hard. It's a game inspired by the old school. Slimes had to be the first enemy.
Yeah, I suppose. I mean, even Wild Arms had something like that. The Wild Arms version of Slimes was like the balloons.
Amanda, level 2 was reached.
You whore.
Yes?
I remember these sills kind of stuff.
Yeah, they do.
So let's, kill the slime first.
Obviously.
I don't want to get berserk right now.
Not particularly.
Sorry, focusing. Killing slimes takes focus.
Everything else, not so much.
Well, here we are, back to heal again. Because, Hawk believes in, learning curves that are basically a straight line up.
Old school inspired.
I've played old school JRPGs.
Yeah, I expect... sorry. Old school expected you to stick around the first town, kill a couple of things, grab some equipment, and then move on.
No! I go.
Speaking of which, feel free to grab some equipment.
Do I have money now?
Well, you can check.
Whoa, but open menu.
What open menu? Lower left.
$78.
Not much, but you can get something.
Devoted wifey.
Yeah, if I made this nowadays, I would have to... you know you already have one of those equipped.
Son of a bitch!
See, that's why you always look first. This is why it's always fun to watch her play an RPG.
Got a little overzealous.
Oh, something I can use. Give me one. You already have one. Damn it.
Can this be equipped?
Not by you.
Not by me, so I need armor. I wouldn't have been able to afford that anyway.
You probably could have gotten the wood shield. Yeah, you could have gotten something. What you have is nothing.
Alright, that was my bad, okay?
Yeah, we all
I
make
got a
mistakes
little
like that.
overzealous.
Yeah, we've all done it.
I've witnessed people do more embarrassing things on live streams and stuff. I won't comment on the one I saw recently.
Oh yes, you were quite vocal about that one.
You probably heard me from upstairs. I was down here
did.
watching it. I'm not gonna say who and I'm not gonna say what, but it was a special kind of what the fuckery. And yeah, he probably heard me upstairs like, what?
Yep.
How?
Yeah. Sometimes it's hard to focus on a game, especially when you're busy, putting it out to the world.
This is supposed to be a game they supposedly knew well. It was killing me. Oh my god, dude. This is just watching this live stream was just fucking killing me.
Sorry, not everybody has mastered Wild Arms to the point you have.
How do you know that's what it was? I'm trying to remain ambiguous.
Well, just because we say the name of the game doesn't mean they know. Like, a lot of people have played it. Early on, I definitely wanted something in this area to throw some kind of status effect out, but a lot of them just seemed really unfair with just one character because that's, kind of a death sentence. So I went with fairies that throw berserk powder, so that way, even if she got berserk, she's more likely to end the battle a lot quicker by hitting harder and faster. So even if it is far less of a death sentence and actually kind of a boon sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Well, guess this is a good stopping point. Stopping point.
Thank you for joining the Blah 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 podcast.
Blah blah blah.
Where we talk about Dracula all day, all night. Yep, as good a time to stop as any.
That's what I was trying to say.
Thank you for joining us for another episode of MHP Gaming. Like, comment, and subscribe as you see fit. And boy, I can't wait to see the comments on this one. Alright, check our description down below to find our Discord. Head there to make suggestions for games you want to see us make each other play. Other than that, see ya.